This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so yeah, just I want to know. So, if any one of you, if you are not aware of like the basics of the, I mean, just at least server and some of the basics, right, related to internet and some of the basic things. So, for few minutes, I'll explain about those things, and after that, I'll explain what is Salesforce and what exactly the purpose of the Salesforce. And after that, we'll discuss about the course plan. So how we are going to, what are the topics, and so what is the plan for our course. So all those things we'll discuss. Okay, so for today, um, so let me start with the Salesforce introduction, the first part. So I mean, before starting, so just right. So if you don't know about me, so I'm teaching from 11 years, and I have overall 12 plus years of experience in Salesforce. All of my experience into Salesforce, and I have um, these many certifications. Okay, you can also do. I'll will discuss so how to give the certifications and what is the purpose and all those things. Okay. So before we start discussing about the Salesforce, just for few minutes, maybe 5 minutes. So I want to just explain about, so especially if some of you, if you are not from the computer science background, so just this will be useful. Okay. So first, we should aware of some basic terminology. Okay. So day-to-day basis, when we discuss about so internet and the server, client, and all these kind of things. So what is this, right? So client is nothing but our laptop or the mobile, right? On day to day we use laptop or mobile or computer. Okay, so first we start the computer, and let's say if you want to watch YouTube, so how we can start YouTube? So we need to open the browser, right? So let's say computer, laptop. So once we log in, so we need a browser to connect it to one of the website. Okay, so that browser we call as a client. That can be a Chrome or Firefox or different browsers. Okay, and let's say when you open the browser, so when you enter youtube.com, so what will happen to open that youtube.com? You should have internet, right? So without internet, you cannot open that. So through internet, so it will reach out to the youtube.com, the Google server. YouTube is from Google, right? So they maintain that YouTube, that software and the videos, everything in servers. Okay, so Google company in one of their location, they will be having this server, right? From our computer through browser, if we have internet, it is connecting to Google server, and it will show the videos available in that YouTube, right? You can watch, right? So here the thing is, so our computer, the browser is the client, and we need internet, right? When you open any website, so due to internet connectivity, it will go and fetch information from that YouTube, that server. Server is nothing but it is also a computer, but it is for commercial, like huge content, right? Maybe for our laptop we have basic configuration, maybe 1 terabyte memory, right? But they'll be having gigabytes and thousands of terabytes memory. Okay, so that's just a basic thing. Okay, just to visualize, right, what is server. Similar to this, server looks like this. You might hear about data center, something companies maintain. In their locations, they maintain servers like this. It's like a supercomputer having huge hardware to store more information. And it is the performance is more faster when compared to our regular computers. Okay, so that's about the just a server, right? So how it works. Okay, I mean YouTube from my computer, I can connect it to YouTube. From your computer, you can also connect, right? So it's not like YouTube, they maintain only one server. Okay, so due to the huge videos, right, they will be maintaining hundreds of thousands of servers. Okay, so based on the country, right, from which country we are trying to access YouTube, based on that, they will route to the specific server and deliver that content. I mean, we just high level we should know, right? What is server, what is client, and what is computer. Okay, I mean, so how exactly it will connect it to server? Yeah, I think by default you can stay on mute. If you have any questions, you can ask. I think someone is not in mute. Yeah, if you have any questions, you can ask. Okay. I mean, this is just to show you, right? How exactly internet. So from my home, from my laptop, if I say youtube.com, how it is going and fetching data from YouTube server. So internally, everything is connected through wires. Okay, maybe you have internet, right? Wireless internet. Who is your internet service provider? So based on the country, right? Maybe uh, Airtel and different service providers, right? They provide the modem and we connect and we access. Maybe in the background that modem, right? It is wired. They'll connect to a wire, right? That wire from where it will come from somewhere, right? So I mean, the thing is, everything will be connected through wires underwater from one country to other country, thousands of miles of too many hardware is there in the background. Okay, uh, so like that. I mean, once we enter anything, right? So we are in India. So in India, it will connect to one of this, and all our information will reach. Let's say YouTube is in US, it will reach to that place and fetch the information. In the background, that's what will happen. Okay, just to know, because our course is mainly based on the internet, right? Without internet, so we cannot do anything. This course is cloud based. Cloud is nothing but internet. Okay, just I'm giving some basics. The next thing, um, on day to day, we discuss about right. So, I mean, when you open any website, right? Let's say you are opening YouTube.com. Okay, so whatever we see in the browser, when you open any website, right? Let's say I'm saying google.com. Okay, so here, uh, whatever we see here, we call as like a presentation layer. Okay, so whatever we see, that is a presentation layer. So when you let's say I'm just searching, right, for Salesforce, enter, right, or click on search. So as soon as you click on this one, right, what will happen? In the background, some logic will execute, right? When you click on this one, some program will execute in the background, and based on the results, based on what we search, it will return those results and display. But from where these results are coming? From the uh, database. Okay, I mean, whatever we see here is a presentation layer, when you click something, when you do some action. In the background, business layer we cannot see, and some logic will execute. We don't know what is that. Okay, based on that, it will look into the database. Database is the place where the data is available, right? From that database, the data will be returned to browser. Okay, but where the database to store the data, we need again server. This will be there in one of their, right? So one of the server. Server is nothing but a supercomputer. Just understand. Okay, so these things we should know. So if you are new to, computers, just understand, search it and understand more. Okay, so database is nothing but um, set of tables, right? So let's say when I say all whoever is joining for this course, right? So I'm maintaining a list. I have a table, right? The name and the email and the mobile number, right? So let's say one more table. Let's say in future, so if you pay the fee or something, I'll maintain a table, store your name and the fee. So like that, right? So for any application, it needs some tables to capture the information. All those tables will be available in the database. That's nothing but the database. Okay, the next thing, yeah. So business logic is just which we cannot see, right? Client is nothing but our computer, right? In our computer, we open the browser, some let's say this website, and we do some action, and in background it will execute some logic, right? So this is what in background it will do. Okay, I'll share this document so you can just go through it and get the understand. Okay, I mean this is just before starting our course, just explaining some basics. Okay, so now let's understand what is Salesforce. Okay, so I mean before starting that, so any questions you can ask. Okay, so now the Salesforce. Before understanding about Salesforce, the terminology cloud computing. So what is cloud computing? So we need to understand. Okay, I mean cloud computing is like a approach, right? So say if I say programming, right? I'm working for a programming language. The next question, which programming? Java or .NET or Python, right? Different languages are there. In the same way, cloud computing is a generic term. Okay, so as part of the cloud computing, there are different companies offering different services. Not only Salesforce, there are many other companies. Right? Salesforce is one of the company, and Google is one of the company. Amazon, Microsoft, all these companies they are providing the services using cloud computing. But how Salesforce is different? Okay, we'll discuss. Before discussing that, so first of all, what is this cloud computing? Okay, so the cloud computing, cloud is nothing but internet. Okay, so the pictorial, right? In a pictorial fashion to represent internet, we say cloud. So cloud computing is nothing but internet computing. Okay, so through internet. So nowadays, everything, as soon as you have internet, mostly we can do everything, right? So without, even though you don't have your personal laptop, you can do many things if you are connected to internet, right? So I mean, what are the different possible services with the cloud computing? There are just different services: software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. So I'll show you each and everything. Okay, software as a service. So meaning of software as a service is providing one of the software, so that the people in the market they can use that software. Okay, one of the basic example, YouTube or Facebook or Twitter. So all these are the applications. If you have internet, you can open and you can access, right? So Facebook is provided by Facebook company, right? Twitter company. So YouTube is from Google, right? So as soon as you have internet, it's not like you should have your personal computer, right? As soon as you have internet from laptop, from mobile, if you go to some other place, as soon as you have access to any computer, you can connect and access the Facebook, right? So I mean, any web application we can say uh, software as a service. Okay. So what is platform as a service? Okay. So let's say Facebook, right? So if you sign up for Facebook, you can use Facebook, you can connect it to your friends, and you can access all the features of the Facebook. So let's say if you want to develop some custom page, or as per your requirement, if you want to modify something which is not offered by Facebook, you cannot do anything. Okay, they are not providing any platform to modify their logic and access as per what we want. Okay, so simply Facebook, we can register and use their application. We cannot modify. They are not allowing to modify those application. Okay, but platform as a service. So some companies, they provide the application as a software as a service, and they also allow that application to modify as per whatever they want. So such kind of service is platform as a service. Okay, so we'll discuss, right? So Salesforce is going to provide CRM applications. So those applications we can modify. So they provide the platform where we can modify however we want. We can modify and access. Okay, I mean, in next few slides you will understand that. Okay, for now, platform as a service is nothing but the place where they provide to modify the applications whatever they provide. Okay, so that's a platform as a service. So infrastructure as a service means, so providing hardware as a service through internet. Okay, for example, so let's say your laptop, right? Let's say your laptop, so you have 1 terabyte memory or 500 GB memory, right? So if you store your documents or whatever images, everything in our computer, in our laptop, if you don't have your laptop, you cannot access that, right? So if you go to some other place and you don't have your laptop, you cannot access. But nowadays, so people, they are maintaining all their important documents and images everywhere in some website or Facebook, let's say, or maybe Facebook is just like application, but especially any document, everything, if you want to save Facebook, they won't allow, right? But let's say if you are using Gmail, right, you might aware of Google Drive. In Google Drive, you can upload any image or video or whatever you want. You can store. By default, they provide, I think, 20 GB as a free. Okay, so beyond that, if you have files and if you want access from anywhere, if you want 100 GB or 500 GB or 1 terabyte, you can still access. You have to pay extra money to Google. Let's say if you pay 1300 monthly, they give 100 GB. You can upload your documents and anywhere, as soon as you have internet, you can connect and access. Okay, so such kind of services fall under this infrastructure as a service. I'm just giving Google as one example, right? So, but there are other companies like Microsoft and Amazon. So they also provide the servers. I mean, more details we are not discussing, but that's the concept of that infrastructure as a service. Okay. um, and also, so what is the advantage with this cloud computing? So I mean, if they are not providing through internet, they provide through internet. So what is the difference for us? Okay, for us as a customer, right? So let's say I have many important documents, irrespective of my laptop is available or not. If I go to anywhere, I should be able to access my documents and everything, right? So yeah, so I can access, but the thing is, I cannot buy entire server, right? If you see, server looks like this. So if I want this entire server, normal computer itself, if you know, right, what is the cost of the laptop? Okay, but this server will be like in so in millions based on the size of the server. As an individual, I cannot pay this much, right? So what these companies they do, right? Let's say Google Drive. So they maintain this server. They have terabytes of memory, but all I need is 100 GB. I cannot pay millions of rupees. I need 100 GB. I can pay only 1300 or whatever. Okay, I mean they are allowing. So this server they are distributing to thousands of customers. Okay, like me, I need 100 GB. So one of you need 200 GB, right? You can pay and you can take. They allocate only that much memory to you through internet. Right? They control how much memory they are allocating and everything in the background. So due to that, as a customer, I'm getting the service with very less cost. But as a vendor, right? Vendor means who is providing the service. Google company. They give license to hundreds of thousands of people like me, like you, right? So so what is the advantage they get? Let's say they have 10,000 customers. They give license for one of the server. So as a whole, everyone, whatever we are going to pay to them will be more when compared to one individual paying to entire server. Okay, and also, I mean, in the background, what they do. So let's say they allocated 100 GB to me. It's not that I use all 100 GB space, right? Let's say I'm utilizing only 40 GB. Still 60 GB, I'm not still utilizing, right? I mean, meanwhile, until I use that one, they will allocate that to someone else. So randomly, if I start using the remaining space, randomly they allocate the space. They dynamically allocate the space like that they do in the background, and so that way they earn more. Okay, so I mean these things are there in the background, right? So as a customer, we pay very less amount. As a vendor, whoever is providing the service, in our example, Google, they get more profit. So that's the advantage of the uh, cloud computing services. Okay, I mean here in this example, if you see apartment, right? So we are seeing the apartment, and in apartment there will be many flats. Okay, if you want to buy the individual house, how much money you need to pay? Or if you want to buy the flat in apartment, it is less when compared to buying the individual building, right? And also we get some advantages. So maintenance, right? Maintenance and a few other things, right? There will be a association, and so as an individual house owner, we need to struggle with many things. But if you are in the association, it will be easy for us to manage many things. Okay, and also there are some common areas, function hall or maybe gym or based on the apartment, right? You can share, and let's say if you have individual house, if you want to maintain a gym, if you want a swimming pool, I mean it's very difficult, right? But here, so even though you are paying less, you are getting all the services. So such kind of concept is the cloud computing concept. So that's why so many companies in the market like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Salesforce, so they are providing services using this cloud computing concept. Okay. So now we know what is cloud computing, right? There are different services. So it's not like if I say cloud computing, I'm working for cloud computing, it's very generic term. The next question, which area of cloud computing? Are you working for Amazon or Microsoft or Salesforce? That's the question. Okay, so how exactly, what is Salesforce and how they are using the cloud computing concept to provide the services? Okay, so Salesforce is one of the software company. So it is in San Francisco, USA. Okay, so they started this company uh, as like so no need to install any software in the system to use, right? To use, let's say, in our computer to play videos, we need some video player, right? So we need to install few things. But Salesforce company, they came with the concept, no installation, nothing, no need to install anything. So as soon as you have internet, you should be able to access. So with that concept, so they started the company. So they are providing two types of services. Okay, so software as a service and the platform as a service. So the infrastructure as a service, right? So distributing hardware through internet. Let's say if I want 1 terabyte memory, so Salesforce is not providing those kind of services. Okay, so if you want those kind of services, option is with Google, Microsoft, Amazon. Those companies, they are mainly using they are mainly providing the infrastructure as a service, those services. Okay, but Salesforce, they are offering software as a service and the platform as a service. As a software as a service, they are providing Salesforce CRM applications. Okay, what is this Salesforce CRM application? So when we say Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, we know what is the purpose, right? We use YouTube to watch videos, Facebook to connect with friends, images, sharing everything. Okay, those are like public, anyone can register and access. Okay, but Salesforce, so they are providing CRM applications, not for the general public. They are providing these applications for the companies. Okay, so companies like example, let's say Apple company, right? Samsung, or let's say there is a restaurant, right? So there is, let's say, Coca-Cola company. So there are many companies, any type of company, even software company also. Okay, so any company, they need a CRM. Okay, so those CRM application services, Salesforce, this company, they are providing. Okay, I think first we need to know what is CRM, then we'll get more clarity. Okay, so we'll discuss. Before discussing, so let's say for my company, right? Let's say Apple company. So they need application to manage their CRM. So they can register with Salesforce and get those applications. But Apple company, they want to modify the application as per what they want, beyond on top of whatever Salesforce is providing. So Salesforce is also offering platform. That platform we call as force.com platform, or nowadays they are calling as salesforce.com platform. Okay, so through that they can, the developers from Apple company, they can modify and so they can maintain however they want. Okay, so that's the concept. So first let's understand CRM, then you will get more clarity. Okay, so here, so what is CRM? The full form is customer relationship management. Okay, so So what exactly will be there as part of the CRM? Um, so mainly, I mean, it's nothing but mainly three modules in the CRM. Okay, so marketing, sales, and the support. Those will be there as part of the CRM. Okay, maybe to get some understanding for us, right? Um, so let's say there is a company. Okay, um, let's take Apple company. Right? Apple is one of the company. So how they manage their, I mean, so what they do, Apple company, what they do, they have the Apple laptops and iPhones and Apple products, right? Apple watches and many things. To whom they sell? People like me and you can buy the iPhone and the laptops. So are we buying directly from Apple? So if the Apple store is there, we can go and buy. But mostly we don't go to Apple store and buy, right? So how this Apple company they sell their products? So this company they sell their products through some distributors. Right? Distributors are like Amazon. Let's say Amazon. You can go to Amazon and you can book the Apple, maybe iPhone or whatever you want. You can buy, right? Or you can go to one of the shop, mobile store, and buy it. You can do that, right? So this Apple company, so they will be having the distributors. Okay, so there can be many distributors, right? So maybe in India we have, let's say, Big C or some mobile stores. Sorry, so let me, so Amazon is the company. So under Amazon they have distributors, right? So maybe in India, maybe Big C or whatever, different companies, right? So maybe in US, um, we have Costco and Walmart, different, right? So these companies, right? These are the distributors. So we go to Costco, we go to Big C and buy the Apple, right? So now, how we know, right? How we know that Apple is launching the new iPhone or new laptop version, right? How we know? So from here we buy as a customer, right? So customers are end user, whoever is using, right? Like us. So we go and buy from these companies. So now, how I know that iPhone 15 is released and I want iPhone? So we need to know on day to day. We need to know from newspaper or some place, maybe while accessing internet. If there is advertisement, we get to know Apple is launching a new iPhone, right? So any company, I mean, to convey that they are launching a new product, so that people like us know and we start showing interest to buy, right? So first phase for any company, for this, sorry, this. So the first phase for any company is they have to market this Apple company. They have to do the marketing, right? So then only we know. So what is happening? The first phase is marketing. Okay, so let me. So what they'll do first, they do marketing. Okay, so after marketing, okay, I mean marketing means what exactly they'll do. Okay, so this Apple company, they'll be having the employees, right? They have, they maintain marketing department. They do the marketing. So what they'll do as part of the marketing, they give advertisements, right? They run the campaign. Campaign is nothing but advertisement, right? So let's say they give paper advertisement, they give TV advertisements, they give, maybe while watching YouTube we see some advertisements, right? So sometimes we'll see iPhone latest version, those kind of videos, right? While accessing internet in different mechanisms, they'll try to brand and convey the information that they are launching the new product. Okay, so people show interest by seeing that, right? So we go to one of this shop and buy. Okay, I mean the purpose of the marketing is to convey the product or service what they are offering. First phase is campaign, advertisement. So who will respond to that advertisement? So let's say Costco, they know Apple is launching iPhone 15. So what they'll do? So they will try to buy the Apple iPhones, right? So, but really, they do they buy, or maybe they'll ask for the discount and all those kind of things. Let's say Costco, they want 10,000 iPhones. Okay, so first they get the quotation from Apple company, right? So, so all those things are there. Okay, now, so what I'm trying to explain, let me type here. Okay, so first, as part of the, we're discussing about CRM. Okay, the first thing as part of the CRM, marketing. Okay, as part of the marketing, the first thing what they do, campaign, advertisements. From the advertisements in the market, someone they'll respond. They say they need 10,000 iPhones or whatever. So all those companies, right? I mean, whoever is responding to that advertisement, those people become as a lead. Okay, so lead is nothing but someone showing some interest. Okay, so it's not like they are going to buy. Okay, so they are showing interest. So what is the next phase? They are showing interest. I mean, lead is nothing but, let's say, um, from Costco, they want to buy 10,000 Apple phones. Okay, I mean, which is the company? So in the lead, they capture that company, from that Costco company who is approaching, that person name, everything they capture. They are showing some interest. Okay, so then they'll convert this lead into account and contact. Okay, account is nothing but a company. Let's say in our example, Costco company. Okay, so they are showing interest. So Costco, from some of the employee from that company, they need to. I mean, Costco is nothing but a company. So obviously, some employee of that Costco, they have to respond, right? That person information will be maintained in the contact. Okay, so yeah, this is the, as part of the marketing phase, this is what will happen. Okay, maybe if you want one more example, so let's take my training, right? I'm giving Salesforce training. How we know that I'm giving training? maybe I sent the information in WhatsApp group, or maybe I posted in some Facebook or Google Business, some places. I sent email to all my old students and everyone. Somehow you know that I'm giving training, right? So what I did first, I did campaign, right? So I just conveyed that I'm giving training with all the timings and the information. All of you, right? You responded to this training. You told that you are going to join for demo and see, right? All of you are leads for me, right? I have your information in my database, your information and everything. Okay, maybe all of you are individuals, right? But sometimes through company, so there is a software company, they need training for 5 of their employees. So like that, there are 4 or 5 companies. So they need training for 2 employees. They need training for 4 employees. So I have those kind of people, right? So in that case, I capture what is that software company, right? Who contacted from that company, that information, right? So I'll capture in the lead. So let's say four employees of one software company, they want training. I'll capture their information, their first name, last name, email, mobile, their company. I'll capture here. Okay. So after capturing, what is the next phase? Okay. I mean, I got your information, right? But it's not that you are going to join this course or continue. Maybe timings are not suitable, or maybe due to some other reason. It's not like all leads they are going to continue further, right? So now today, whoever is joining for this course, right? So all of you, you are showing interest. I'll convert you as a account and contact. Okay, if you have company, I'll capture your company information. Otherwise, I will capture only your contact information. Okay, so now that's the phase. This is the marketing phase. Okay, the next phase, right? Sales. Maybe for me, I am like a small training center, but if it is a big company, so after marketing, next thing is like sales, right? Means negotiation. Sales team, what they'll do, they negotiate, right? Let's say this company, I give 10 people for training. So how much you charge? Any discount or some kind of things, right? So, and they ask for the quotation. If they like the quotation, if they like for everything, they will continue further, right? It's not like, so for me, it is like an opportunity, right? As part of the sales, all of you join demo, right? So what I'll do, I'll also create opportunity. While converting lead, I'll convert account, contact, and opportunity. So now all of you are in my opportunities list. So it's not like you are going to join or not. After demo, you will be joining or not. I don't know. If you join, right? If you are okay with everything. So opportunity one means money will be generated for me. Right? If you don't join, I might lose the opportunity. Okay, you showed interest, you joined demo, but did not join. Okay, I'll lose that. Okay, so that's the phase. Okay, so salespeople. I mean, for me, just by explaining in demo, I have to convince that I give this training and everything. If you like, you'll join. Right? In general, a regular Apple, right? If you go to Apple store or some Costco or Big Sur, whatever the shop, that sales representative, they explain. So what are the features? So how they are giving discount when compared to other shop or whatever. If you like, you'll buy. Otherwise, don't buy. Or you go to some other shop and buy if you find something better in that shop, right? So like that. Okay, so opportunity, but quotations, all those things will be there. Okay, quote, so everything is okay. Then sales part will be done. So that is nothing but sales. Okay, for any business. So this information also they capture. Okay, that is sales as part of the CRM, right? So all of you are like a customers for me, right? Customer relationship management, right? So how I know 100 people responded? I need some place to capture all of your details, right? So I'm giving campaign, I have leads, I maintain, I'll, I'll maintain all this information. Okay, so once after selling the product, okay, so let's say Apple company, they sold, or maybe you went to some shop and after buying the iPhone or whatever, if there is any problem, right? iPhone screen is not working, or so maybe sound is not coming. So directly you can contact Apple. So no need to go to that. You can go to that shop, or otherwise you can directly contact Apple company, right? So like that. I mean, the next phase is support. Okay, service or support. Okay, service is one of the application. Yeah, I mean, how I know that which problem, because you are not only the one customer, right? They have thousands of customers. How they maintain who is having which problem, right? So they create the any problem, that information they capture as a case. So think that all these are like a tables, right? In the table, okay, the subject iPhone screen is not working. Okay, some description. So all those things they write. So this problem is for whom? For one of the contact. They belongs to which company? Everything they maintain in that application. Okay. Then what is the status? Right after giving for repair. Okay, so they have to provide the solution. If it is under warranty, free of cost, they have to provide the service, right? So within 2 days or within 1 week or whatever, based on the timeline. Okay, so all those things will be maintained as part of the service. Okay, I mean just at high level I'm explaining to make it very very easy. Okay, so also additionally in the background, how they solved that problem, right? Why the screen problem came. Okay, what is the solution? So internally, they capture that information in knowledge articles. Okay, so that going forward, some other service representative, if they see some problem, they see that anything, they can try to solve easily. Okay, I mean, like this, information will be captured as part of the Salesforce CRM. If you think about any company in the market, okay, so maybe I'm saying that for my training, I'm using CRM. Apple, they sell Apple phones and laptops. They use CRM, like Dell or many companies. Let's say there is a um, there is a restaurant, right? Or maybe so think of anything. Let's say there is a furniture company. So all companies they need CRM, right? Everyone they'll be having lead, right? So let's say HDFC company, HDFC Bank, right? It's also a company, right? If you open the HDFC Bank account, so why you are opening? There are many other banks, right? So sometimes if you want salary account, they give options HDFC, ICICI Bank. So let's say if you take HDFC Bank account, the next thing what they'll do, they'll try to sell. Do you want home loan, or do you want some personal loan? Take insurance, those kind of things, right? So you are like a customer. They have your information is there in their system. The employees of the HDFC company, they'll call and try to sell more. Okay, so that's what will happen. So for all those things in the background, so they use CRM. Okay, so just understand about this. This is about CRM. So any questions on understanding what is CRM? Okay, so we should have the basic idea. Then slowly we'll understand more. So any questions on this? What is CRM? Okay. So the next thing, right? So in our example, let's go with Apple only, right? So how exactly the project starts, right? This is CRM, okay. So how exactly they deal? So let's say all these distributors, all this we know. So how they approach Salesforce for CRM? How exactly, let's say, if you join in a project, how exactly that project starts, the Salesforce project? Okay, we'll discuss. Um, so let's say, so now we'll keep heading Apple CRM. Okay, that Apple company, they need CRM. Who is responsible from Apple company to get the CRM applications for their company? Let's take some name. Let's say, so Vera is one person working in Apple company. Okay, let's say he is head of CRM department in Apple company. Okay, so his job is he need to identify the CRM for the Apple company, which is the best CRM. So Salesforce is one of the company in the market. Microsoft Dynamics, Zoho CRM, Sugar CRM. There are many CRMs. Okay, so this person and the team, right? He is the head of the CRM department and his team. Okay, so they explore different options. So they identified Salesforce is one of the option. So because Salesforce is number one Salesforce, number one CRM platform. Okay, so let's say they want to try Salesforce and understand how it is and what is the cost and how is their application. Okay, so like that the project will be started. Okay, for them, I'll also explain where we need to work. So what is our job, you and me, what we go and do there. Okay, so I mean before we go and work there, so this is the thing. Apple company, they need CRM department head and their team. They are looking for options. So let's say Salesforce is one of the option. Okay, so now it is a Salesforce website, right? So go to salesforce.com. Okay, so now if you see, they want to know. First they want to talk and understand. So they need CRM to maintain. Let's say they want to maintain um, marketing. Okay, so they need marketing, and sales, and service, all modules of CRM. Okay, first, if you see chart, let's chart. They'll say hi. They'll capture that information, right? So first, before we chart, okay, so they'll capture my information and something, and so I can talk to them and understand what are the products they are offering and all those things. Okay, so now here, what exactly they provide, right? I mean, So after talking, they'll say they have different editions. So let's say start. They also have the free trial. Okay, they also explain. I'll just show you Salesforce editions. Okay, I'm just opening. They'll say explore these different editions and so what they are providing. Salesforce pricing, right? So I mean, I'm seeing different price list here that you can compare and understand. So I mean, unlimited means so sales, service, marketing, everything will be there, and they'll explain the sales force, the sales team. They'll explain what are these and all these things. Okay, in our example, Vera and his team. Okay, so they understand what are the additions, and first of all, they are not going to directly pay and use. They want to try for free and understand. Okay, so how exactly Salesforce is looking? If they are okay, they'll pay and continue. If you see try for free, and let's say Vera, right? So Vera job title, let's say is CRM head or whatever. So you'll fill the form and register so that this is not for his personal purpose, right? This is not for Vera. Okay? He is one of the employee of Apple company. He is registering for Salesforce for Apple company, right? So all employees of the Apple, they are going to use this. So he is one person who's responsible. He will be registering and getting that Salesforce account. Okay, so here clearly what we need to understand, Salesforce is not for the personal purpose. Okay, this is for the company. Okay, for the Apple company. So they register, and to start with, Vera is one employee, one of the user using that Salesforce. Going forward, multiple users will be created for this Apple CRM, Apple Salesforce CRM, and all employees will be using. Okay, so this is how the project starts. Okay, so just understand. Okay, so there is a free edition. They'll try and understand, explore, and how the other users will be created. All those things I'll be showing practically. Okay, I'll show practically. Okay, maybe let's register and see. But the thing is, if we go with this approach, right? This is for regular company, this is how they go. But for us, right, as part of this training, so we don't want to pay even after trial. Trial is for 30 days. Okay, even after 30 days also, I don't want to pay. Right? Anyone who want to learn Salesforce, administrator or developer or business analyst or anyone, right? So without paying, if you want to have the Salesforce account, we can have. Okay. So I'll show you how we can register there. Okay. So assume that we are registering like this, but since we don't want to pay and it should not expire. Okay. So to have the Salesforce account, the first step. So all of you have to do this. Okay. So all we need to do is go to developer Salesforce. Search for, I'll give this link to you. Okay, so go to this website. Okay, so, and also as part of this training, I'll share a few documents with you. So for us to avoid the confusion, right? So all we need to do, I'm maintaining this document. It's like a checklist. Okay, step by step you need to follow so that you'll be completing the syllabus and understanding how exactly, right? I mean, if you complete all these steps, That means you are done with learning everything. Okay, so first thing, registration, Salesforce registration. Okay, all of you need to go to this website and follow the instructions. Okay, so today we are registering. Okay, I mean, for few things known you. Okay, so just my purpose of maintaining this one, each and everything, the key things I'll list here. Need to follow so that it should be very clear on what we are doing. Okay, so first register here and understand how the Salesforce looks and all those things. Okay, so once after opening this developer.salesforce.com website, okay, so you need to click on, you need to scroll down. Okay, so they change these buttons. Okay, so little bit scroll down. They moved that register button. Yeah, so I mean, once after opening this website, okay, so click on this button, browse trials. Okay, and once you click on that, scroll down, little bit scroll down, Salesforce Developer Edition. Okay, this is for anyone who want to know how Salesforce CRM looks, how we can utilize their platform to modify the applications. Right? We can register for free. Okay, obviously there are some limitations. We cannot do everything. Okay, so there are limitations on using, but we'll be experiencing all applications and everything what they provide. But limited memory, limited data we can store. Okay, so all of you need to go to this website and have your own account. Right? I'm just creating one account for this training purpose. Right? For this batch 105 training. So I'm going to create one account. Okay, so for you, for your practice, all of you will be creating one account. You will be like one user. You can also add other users. Okay, it's like you are registering for your company. Okay, now assume that I am registering for a company. Okay, so let's say I am registering for Apple company. For Apple company, I'm registering. Okay, so sign up. Vera is one person. Apple CRM head is registering here. Okay, but in reality, from that website, but here. But here, because we don't want to lose everything after 30 days, this is the place. Register. Okay. Just I'm just giving some name. I need some name. I'm using Vera name. Okay. You can give our name. Okay. So Vera is registering for Apple company. So vera.v@apple.com. In reality, right? But now here, for the sake of checking emails and everything, so I'm giving one of my email. Okay. This is the email I'm giving. Okay. You can give your email while registering. Okay. So role can be anything. Okay. So choose developer, but it can be anything, whatever. It's not a matter. Okay. For which company? Let's say Apple. For Apple company, Vera is registering. Yeah, it's not like you need to give company name as Apple, right? You assume something, or otherwise just give same name. It's up to you. Okay, choose the country. You can choose any country based on our current location. Okay, so I'm choosing this. If we are in India, you can choose India. So I mean, the advantage is based on this Salesforce, right? They maintain server when we register for this account, right? So let's say the company is US, right? So they are choosing US headquarters. Apple is in US. Sign up. So they get Salesforce will allocate the server which is present in the USA. Okay, if you choose India, in India also Salesforce they have some servers. Okay, they give this space in India server. So that's what happened in background. Okay, you can choose India if you are in India or based on the country you can choose. Okay, even if you are in India, if you want to choose United States, it's up to you. Okay, and some okay, I'm choosing some state. Postal code you can give anything. Okay, so and the username it should be in the email format. Okay, so vera.v@apple.com. In reality, that is how the username. Okay, but technically it can be anything, but it should be in the email format. Okay, so to make it very easy, all I'm doing is vera at the rate. So I'm just I give something like this to make it easy, right? Instead of Apple, I'm just giving batch 105. Technically, that is for the company.com. So this is my username. Okay, when you register, you can give some username. It should be like your name. It can be first name dot last name at the rate something. Okay, whatever you feel you can give. It is for the company.com and click on I agree and sign up. Okay, so when you click on sign up, it take maybe few minutes. Okay, so we can check your email. Maybe you have to wait for 2 minutes or 3 minutes sometimes. Okay, maybe after that time we'll get it. Okay, now we registered, right? We registered and we get instructions to our email how we can log into Salesforce account. Now that means, so what happened now? Um, so Vera registered for Salesforce CRM for the Apple company. Yeah, sorry. So now what they get is they get Salesforce CRM production for Apple company. Production is the place. Production means the live application, right? The real application where all Apple employees going forward they log in and access that application is production. Okay, so there are other things I'll explain. So what we get now is the production. So production is nothing but the real place where the application is there and all employees they are going to log in and access. That's the production. Okay, so now how to log in? So we'll get email with the instructions. It will take some time, I think, at least 5 minutes. So once we get email, what we'll do, we'll set the password. After setting the password, we can log in. But on day to day, how to log in? If you want to watch YouTube, youtube.com, watch videos, right? So if I want to log into Salesforce account, what is the website name? Okay, so once you sign up, right? Again, no need to come back to developer.salesforce.com. So we got production. Now on day to day, once after setting the password, right, to log in, so we need to open a website called login.salesforce.com. So this is the website. Okay, so just on day to day, we need to log in here, right? So this is a production login. This is a website. Okay, just for your reference. I think it's taking some time. Okay, yeah, we'll log in and we'll explore. Okay, I mean the next step, right? Let's say we'll be going to log in few minutes. So what this person they'll do, right? Production is there. Now explore, right? So log in and explore CRM apps. You'll see marketing, sales, service, all those applications. So let's say after exploring for 30 days, maybe Vera can create few more users. I'll show you how we create the other users. So Vera and team, they will log in, and after using 30 days, they are okay to go with Salesforce. Right? The next step is, so they need to pay. For us, we don't need to pay. We register for free edition. Okay. So for them, they need to pay and start using. Right. So, but the thing is, so let's say they paid and they started using, but the problem is, they whatever the CRM applications they have, they cannot use that as it is. They need some modifications. They need to change that as per some requirements of the Apple company. Okay, let's say they have identified 100 requirements, right? So they have a ready-made software, but they want to alter it to match with the Apple company business, how they do business, right? So they have 100 requirements to modify and achieve what they want. Okay, now, so Vera and team for Apple company, so they have 100 requirements. They want to mold that application as per Apple business process. So who can help modifying? So they don't know anything about Salesforce, how can be modified. They don't know. And also they don't have any team, development team who can modify. So what they'll do, so since they don't have any team, so they'll invite some companies for bidding, service-based companies. Right? Let's say Wipro in India, we have TCS, Wipro, Infosys, right? So let's say Infosys, they won the bidding. Infosys company, they won the bidding. They have the Infosys team, they have the Salesforce team who can help Apple company to achieve their 100 requirements, right? So now when we get the job, So let's say if we get the job in Infosys, right? So now for Infosys, so Apple is the client. Will be in this team. Will be helping Apple company so to manage their requirements, right? So here, so one of us will be here in this team after starting for the job. Let's say Sai got job in Infosys, probably joined in Infosys. They work for Apple. So let's say one of you did only Salesforce administration. Maybe let's say you are in US, and on day to day to manage some of the things related to Salesforce CRM for Apple company. Directly they need some employee. Directly Apple, right? So Vera and team, since you know Salesforce and so to manage maybe creating user or loading data on day to day to deal, right? We might also get job in Apple company as a Salesforce administrator or like that, right? Let's say one of you, Sonali, got job here. She will be working here as administrator. Okay, so we'll be working here for requirements, right? So, but 100 requirements, how we do, what is the process? So I'll explain. Okay, so just I'm giving the picture now. We'll in detail discuss how exactly we do. Meanwhile, let me check that email. Okay, so we got this email. Okay, so this is the email. You also get email like this. So once you register, okay. So I told that to log in. We need to go to login.salesforce.com. If you see, Salesforce also generated a unique URL. You can also log in using this one. Okay, unique domain for this company, whatever we register. But practically we cannot remember this. So that's why the generic URL to login is login.salesforce.com. If you remember, you can use this one, right? So if the company is having the custom domain, right? I'm just saying and go to this website. But in your case, so it's better I think I don't keep here. When you register, what you get is a different URL. Okay. So I just don't want to create confusion. Okay. So this is generic way. For you, for me, for any company, this is a URL. Okay. But give that company username and password. Okay. So now just we got only username, but password we need to set. Click on verify account. Okay, we'll log in and end it, and tomorrow we'll continue. Okay, understanding how the project will go on, all those things. Okay, so now here, um, password. I am setting a password. I'll share this password. Okay, going forward after demo, right? I'll share the instructions how you can log into this account. Okay, you can set some security question. It can be anything. Okay, when you forget your password, you can use that one. Okay, now successfully we logged into the production of this Apple company Salesforce CRM. This is how it looks. Okay, If you see ready-made, right? Few minutes we registered and we logged in. So that's it. Okay, I mean, if you want to develop, if it is not cloud-based ready-made from scratch, if there is a need to develop, right, it take a lot of time. Okay, you can watch some videos in my YouTube channel. Okay, I explain all those things, but now I want to make it very easy and main things we are discussing. Okay, so tomorrow we'll explore. Okay, this part we call as app launcher. These dots, whatever you are seeing, when you click on view all, so here you see different applications. Okay, so sales, service, so marketing, and many other applications, right? So we'll explore those things tomorrow. Okay, so for today, all you need to do, okay, register here and to log into production, this one. So what I'll do, I'll share this. I think I need to move these documents here. Okay, so I'll share this one in the PPT or whatever basics. Just to read this. Read that one. Okay, just register, and after setting password, try to go here and enter username and password and login. Okay, and whatever we discussed in that, just go through those slides. Anyway, the notes, right? I think this one I need to move to. So what I'll do, this is just a reference every time, right? I'll keep here. Okay. Um, maybe after this meeting, I'll arrange and add it. Okay. So mainly I'll share this with you, and here notes and everything, just references. Here I'll give all the links. Just to follow this and try to study before tomorrow. Okay. The recording links and everything, I'll also add one more sheet here for recordings. I'll update recording. Okay. So any questions? I think we are done for today. Any questions before ending? So any questions on understanding? So what is Salesforce? What is Salesforce CRM? Tomorrow you'll get more picture. So what will be the different roles, right? When you join in Infosys, you joined as administrator or developer or QA testing or business analyst or end user, means who use that application. Okay, Apple company. So how exactly those things we'll discuss tomorrow. So any questions you can ask. Any questions before ending today?
So this is a very general question. I just wanted to know, like, uh, will how far this admin course helps us in certification?
Yeah, so this training is not for certification purpose.
Mm-hmm.
This is for on day to day to do the job, right? Let's
Okay,
say after getting the job, right? On day to day, what we need to know, right? Let's say you joined as administrator. Okay, what we need to do, right? You should know what is production. You should know what is sandbox, or you should know what is CRM. All those things we discuss. Okay.
sure.
For certification, there will be some extra topics which we don't do on day-to-day basis, right? So I'm not covering those things as part of this training, right? The purpose of this training is simplifying. So what we need, right? Instead of learning what we don't need on daily basis, So what we need for sure on day to day to do our job. So that's what we discuss as part of this training. Okay.
Okay.
So let's say you have 5 years, 6 years experience, and for 6 years experienced person on day to day to do the job, what we need to know in 10 or 12 weeks for both admin and development, we'll be discussing and understanding, right? Like
But
5 years
yeah,
things we are learning in 2 months. That's the purpose. Okay. So certification, how you can prepare all those things, I'll give instructions next classes. Okay.
okay.
We
Okay.
have one thing called trailhead.com.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that is a website from Salesforce. So where they provide all the topics to learn. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So for certifications, they have some modules we need to complete and study. Okay, I'll explain that tomorrow or day after tomorrow.
Sure. Yep. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, the purpose of this course clearly is not for certifications purpose. Okay. When I say admin certification, advanced admin certification, basic development means platform developer one certification. Okay. So advanced developer means platform developer two. But my training is not covering each and every topic of that certification and understanding. Okay, that will be too much to learn in 2 months. Okay, on top of this training, I'll explain how to study the other topics needed for certification. You can study and you can give so that you can clear. Okay, yeah. So, any other questions? Okay, we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, I'll share all these docs and recording by tomorrow. I'll send email. Okay, so please check your spam folder also. Okay, going forward, it will be like you need to bookmark. Maybe I'll be sharing this one. Just bookmark this one, and here you should find everything, even the notes and everything, the recording links and everything in this sheet. So that's the plan. Okay, so yeah, before ending, any last questions? Okay.